Hello everyone, it's Fraser from Untitled Chapter here, and I'm quite excited to be doing a special video tour on our 2014 Porsche Cayenne. It's certainly not something you see every day. This 4.2 litre diesel automatic masterpiece has a complete and full detailed service portfolio, serviced by Porsche 4 times up to date. Currently, the car features just slightly over 38,000 miles on the clock, and the most recent service was carried out at slightly over 37,000 miles on the clock, so this thing has been looked after wonderfully. The 18-inch all-season alloy wheels are of course a perfect match for the car's fantastic 4x4 all-wheel drive off-road system. An amazing blend of power, comfortable practicality, and of course a good helping of luxury throughout the whole vehicle. This luxury taste is no more evident anywhere than through the interior of the vehicle. Of course, there's plenty of space all around, and you can take my word for it that these leather seats are incredibly comfortable, like having your own personal recliner. These dreamy front seats are of course both heated and electronically adjustable, so you can get the perfect position. In the back you'll find room for up to 3 passengers, again in full leather comfort, and the middle seat also does fold out to reveal an additional cup holder tray, which of course can be neatly stashed away. There's plenty of space all around, and you'll also find the additional aircon here in the back. Of course we can easily fold away the table to have plenty of space. A handy feature of these rear seats as well is that they feature a latch, so we can pull them away and access the boot. So perhaps you have a big journey ahead and you need plenty of cargo space. No worries, we can easily fold down these rear seats and extend out our boot greatly. Speaking of the boot, we can have a look at the rear of the vehicle here. Of course, take notice of the quad exhausts. The car features an electronic tailgate, so with a simple tap it opens up the boot for us. A nice additional extra on the boot here is the hard cover, which helps protect the bottom of all our storage space. Of course this can be removed should you need to do so, but it's always a nice touch. Behind it you'll also find the additional netting and the 12-volt ports you'll find, so if you're going out camping and need to connect some devices, you've got a handy power outlet at the rear of the vehicle. Of course, let's not forget about the removable and retractable parcel shelf cover, which can be easily pulled out and extended to cover up our boot. Finally, we can close the rear with a simple tap of a button. As we swing around to the driver's seat and we take a look at the fun stuff in store, you'll of course notice the central locking, mirror and window controls on the door panel. We also feature a remote boot release here as well. Of course, don't forget about the electronically adjustable seats as well, so you can get the ideal driving position. The aluminium foot pedals boast fantastic grip, and there's also the additional footrest there you can see on the left, which if you've ever driven an automatic on a long journey before, you know that's an absolute lifesaver. Up above we can find our electronic parking brake, as well as our headlight control neatly tucked away, of course with automatic headlight functionality. We can easily start up the vehicle by inserting our key like a keycard and turning with our foot down on the brake. On our dash we'll find information on just about everything you could possibly need, and of course we have the digital display built in there, which will let you know of anything urgent. The gorgeous steering wheel is adorned with controls for just about every situation. On the left hand side we can manage our volume controls with the knob on the left, and of course we can accept calls. Just down below we have all our cruise control options, and on the right hand side of the steering wheel you can flick through menu options as well as reject calls. Of course behind the steering wheel you'll find pedals, so you can change the gear manually if you wish to do so using them. Touchscreen media display is fantastically responsive, so no need to sit around waiting for it to load up when you turn on the car. We have hotkeys that go onto just about every single app we need, of course for your navigation functions there. And if you connect your own phone through Bluetooth, you can make telephone controls, as well as play your own music through the Bluetooth media. Of course, there's a built-in CD player and AM, FM and digital radio. You can tune the whole system and the audio to suit your needs perfectly. So just down below you'll find your hill hold control settings, and of course you'll find the quick clear windscreen settings. It's worth talking about the dual zone climate control in this vehicle, so the driver and the front passenger can change their temperature settings independently from one another without affecting each other. Therefore there's no argument if the car's too hot or too cold. Another nice plus in this Porsche, which I haven't seen in any other vehicle, is that you can actually change the fan speed independently from one another on each side of the vehicle. So not only can you control each other's temperatures independently, but also the fan speed. It's a nice little touch. Of course, you can also control the fan direction independently, another unique feature I haven't seen in any other vehicle, so you can all adjust it to meet your perfect needs. And of course, like I've mentioned before, we have the heated seats in the front here. This is of course a great way to segue onto down below, where we will find our vehicle drive settings next to our gearbox. So we can easily switch between off-road and on-road with the flick of a switch. And just down below you'll find your sport settings, your auto stop-start, your traction control and more. On the automatic gearbox we can easily switch down through pulling in the lock button just behind the gear stick. Putting the car into reverse reveals on our display the front and rear parking sensors. Pulling it further we can go into neutral and then of course drive. The gear stick can be fully automatic, or you can change the gears manually. This will be reflected on the dash, as you can see thanks to the little red light. So if we slide the gear stick to the left from the drive position, we can actually push it back and forth or use the steering wheel pedals to change the gears manually. And as you can see, you can easily switch between the manual gear stick and the fully automatic gearbox. So you can choose it to how you like it, and you can switch on the fly. You'll find our 12-volt port next to our cup holders, and under the lovely leather armrest there's a USB port, aux port and another 12-volt port, so you can connect a large amount of devices, have them charge up and play music through the system. Overall you'll find there's not another SUV out on the market quite like this. It was certainly a rare opportunity that we came across it, and I don't think we'll find anything like this for a long time. As you come to know this vehicle yourself as you drive it around, you'll find it's filled with millions of specs I haven't even had a chance to go over yet. For example, it has a trailer stabilisation function if you're doing any towing work, for example. It has its rain sensors built in. It's even got full LED bi-xenon headlights. So I think it goes without saying, but if you're looking for something with that amazing Porsche power and style, but also SUV practicality, then this is definitely one to look out for. Sadly, that brings us to the end of our video tour, but you can find out more information from this vehicle by going down into the YouTube video description, where you can find a link to our listing on our website. Of course, you can also visit us directly at www.motormatch.com. Anyway, I hope you're all staying safe and have a great day. Cheers.